I did tell it to. I'm really gonna end it all. Here, one sec. I need to mute for a moment. All right, chat. I need to know. Can any of you guys? I set the VOD to private. I might have to stop the Twitch stream for a minute so that it disconnects. I think that's probably the best bet, real fast. Okay. Oh, I full dox myself, Exultic. Here, one sec. Advanced. Yeah, I'm going to end this stream on Twitch and restart it. And hopefully, since I set it so that you shouldn't have access. One moment. Now let's quickly restart the Twitch stream. Moshi Mosh. Is Twitch back? I wonder if it will come back or if I have to stop everything again. God, I hope not. Oh, we're back. Okay. Can someone test if you guys are still able to go back in the stream or not? Okay, it's a new VOD. Okay, thank God. It's like anyone that has malicious intent that was here, I'm screwed for. But I trust the rest of you to not want to ruin my life. So. Okay, cool. We're going to donate 300 points to the guild, and we're going to buy all those stash tabs that we need. Oh yeah, actually, we need to get them for Path of Exile 1, which means I need to... well, fuck it. I'll fund it myself. That was money that was meant for Path of Exile 1 guild. I gave it to Path of Exile 2 guild. It will not let me give it back to myself. So I just funded $30 of premium currency to the wrong guild, Symblask. Anna donated $30 to give us money for the Path of Exile 1 guild stash tabs, and I accidentally put on the Path of Exile 2 guild, and they're separate guilds. So now I have to go and buy the stash tabs on the Path of Exile 1 separately with my own money, which is fine because it's my fault in the first place, but I'm really going through it, and this Symblast, this is after I just doxed myself, like on stream. So like, I'm just a little bit off right now. That's all. Yeah, we do need a breach tab. You're right. You're right. We also need a not deli tab. What was the other tab that we were going to get? Not flask, because that's a dumb tab. We already have deli. We need breach and expedition. Yep, there we go. And then... Okay. Damn, that has a lot of breach stuff. Oh yeah, we can finally move all that Verisium that people keep putting into other tabs. Hell yeah. Why is it that Abyss is the only tab that doesn't work properly? I don't get it. What is this for? I'm curious. Derpy Cookie, what is what for? The tabs or the guild league? Or I'll need you to be a little bit more specific on what you mean by this.
Go on.
Can I help?
Who sent?
Hey. Hello there. Hey.
Oh, sick. We can have this hideout in PoE? Oh, yes. Yes! Oh my god. I'm so happy.
Let's put out new mycelium.
New mycelium?
New roots.
New roots? Paradox Prophet, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Isn't there a lights one? Oh yeah.
Step on up, kid.
I also got this Undying Syndicate merchant. How do I get rid of the stupid pop-up on him? Oh, interesting.
Before we begin, some ground rules. I'm allowed to make jokes about it. You are not. That means no mind your head, no heads up, no any of that bottom of the barrel. Last bloke who tried that, you keep to all that, and we'll go.
That's so great. Hello? Let me rotate this. I'll move the cosmetics out of the way. Nice. That's cool. Sorry, guys, I got caught up. You can't get rid of the cosmetics? Okay. That's fine. We'll go down the stairs and we'll put it down here. Oh yeah, I was trying to look for lighting sources. Lights. Lights. Apply filters. That's it? That's all we have? Dude, we need them to sell individual, like, you can buy torches, you can buy, I would pay so much for just, like, random ass fucking... Okay, anyways. We're gonna get rid of all the ship clutter down here. I think I want to make my main area down here. Which means I'm gonna have to clear out all of this too. There's gotta be a better way to do this, right? I wish that could be higher up. I want burning torches on my boat, though. Okay, braziers are fine. There's a whole zone up there, too? Oh my god. There's a way to copy and paste, right? Yeah, that's right. We're making it look nice in here, chat. Well lit. And definitely not a fire hazard. I have to put some railings up there, actually. I'll decorate later. Yeah, you right-click to copy it. I can't believe that's all of the light sources in the entire game. Like, what? Again, I would pay like $1 per cosmetic of like a bunch of different things. Or like, hey, you can buy this cosmetic set for $10 and it comes with here are all these decorations. Like, tell me they wouldn't make bank on that. I'm just making sure they didn't, like, forget to tag some light sources in here. Like, technically this... Yeah, that's a light source. Alright, anyways. Sorry, guys. I'm getting caught up in decorating. Um... Is Private League going to be a thing every league, Skadros? It could be cool to do. It could be cool to do either every league or every other league. We could do an only flops every single time and try to see if, like, set new goals for each league and whatnot. And, like, new challenges. We could set up challenges that we have to, as a group, adhere to. It is hard to enforce that, though. Crap. I didn't want the salvage bench down here. I guess I did say that I wanted to make the lower decks the main area, actually. I need a rug. I need a rug for this ground. No, it's one of those grounds that's slightly below the ground, or, like, slightly off. So items I place on it appear below the floor. I hate when they do that. GGGY. Yeah, private leagues are fun, but they're really fun in the, like, if you mean raising or elevating decorations, but you can use raised terrain or specific objects. This is like exactly what I wanted, but I can't raise it. Okay. Shit. How do I undo? I guess there's no undo, huh? Sorry, chat, I'm locked in now. I've decided that I need this carpet to work. Ah, it just looks so bad. Never mind. We're done with it. Oh, please, Path of Exile devs, don't make floors that, like, submerge objects in them. Nice oops, Jen. Congrats. Why do they have physics? What? Talk about unnecessary features. It's looking alright. I just, again, I really wish that I could put a carpet here. The manor stuff looks really good, honestly. What if I just... I see. I need some fences. Do you think there's any fences anywhere? What's up, Denoy boy? What's up? I'm just decorating my hideout. I know this is a lame streamer. Is this carp... Alright, this ground is at least, like, actually ground. Pet that dog. Let me sit up in my chair. I was really slouching, chat. You've heard of Oscar the Grouch. Get ready for Oscar the Slouch. Got him. I don't know why I got him. These kind of look like doors, so I'm gonna use them like doors. Put that like that. And then this one we can copy over here. Gonna move the brazier just a little bit. 1 second. I promise. Okay, and then I need a pillar. Could I have it be any less enormous? I guess not. good enough, I think. Yeah, honestly, I've been playing Path of Exile Animal Crossing right now. What's wrong with me? There we go. I think that looks pretty decent. What do you guys think? I'm thinking this one will even open outwards a little bit. Shit, chat. I needed to end stream soon, actually. I forgot. I'm so sorry, chat. Now, these kind of look better if they're, like, sliding doors. I think... That looks good. That looks good. There's gonna be a martyr. Hey, wait a second. No, no, no. It's fine. I'll be there soon. God, I'm so hungry. Okay, so chat. Good news. I have informed you all. I have a friend. He has offered to let me get to use his 4090 and buy it off of him for cheap. Bad news. It is about a half an hour drive and my car is not working. Good news. My sister is in the area and has offered to drive me. Bad news. I need to make a phone call to make sure that the people who currently have it are willing to accept us showing up randomly and snagging that. So, I need to make that phone call to make sure it's okay that we show up. And then also, I need to, at some point soon, we're going to be ending stream so that my sister can come get me so that we can go acquire said 4090. So I figured that if I told chat, you know, if I told you guys that, hey, I'm going to go get a like $2,000 graphics card, or maybe like $1,200 graphics card, you know, for not free, but basically free, you guys would be okay if I ended stream a couple hours earlier than normal. I would love to stream for another couple hours. I might even come back and stream, assuming that the 4090 like works. But it's a half an hour drive there, half an hour back. We gotta do it at a time that's reasonable for these people because they're a bit older. And so it does mean that I unfortunately I'm hecking you guys. Chat, will you ever find it in your hearts to forgive a silly fox, such as myself? After I literally made you guys just watch me do this for hours. Okay, it wasn't hours, but it was a significant portion of time that I was working on this. God, I just need railing now. There's no railings anywhere. This is the closest thing I can get to railing. That doesn't look terrible as railing, I won't lie. I just don't like the colors. If those were wood, it would look great. That's the closest I can get. Sweet chef. I'm getting it so that, you know, when you and me eventually work on a game together, I'll have a better PC. So yeah, it's for you in a way. It's helping you out. We gotta think of a pattern here, chat. Wait, spin the wheel. Denoy, what do you mean spin that wheel? Did someone redeem a spin the wheel and I didn't notice? Oh my god, I was like in that like locked in state. That's so funny. But yeah, no, there's no good low decorations for railings, and it's bugging me. God damn it, I keep locking in, chat. I didn't even take my ADHD meds today. I shouldn't be this locked in. Whew! A free wheel spin because I'm leaving early. I'll think on this. This is the closest thing I can get to, like... Like, if I put that near the edge, it kind of looks like railing, but it's too tall. I know hyperfocus is a symptom of ADHD, but, like, man... Why is it gotta do it to me, though, you know? Still too tall. Ah. Is this one too tall? Almost. It's almost perfect. I'm gonna try it. One sec, chat. Before I go. I think this works. I think this works as a substitute, you know, stand-in for railing. That's about the best I'm gonna get, besides these white ones. And I don't like how the white ones look. That is really the best I can get. I can do. Well, let me get those keys out from under you. Hey, Mel. You got keys under your paws. Alright, chat. You've been blessed one more time before the end of stream. Appreciate her presence. Is that really as close as I can get to the edge? Wow, that blows. That fucking sucks. Okay, that's fine. We'll have this up here for now. Hi, Moo. Yeah. Baby girl, Izana Moo. She loves the butt pats, guys. Oh, okay, that's fine, Sweet Chef. I can just move that. I gotta move the waypoint downstairs, too. Yeah, Chew definitely is the best looking for this. Hey, how do you get the teleportation stones, guys? Where's that under? Oh, you have to buy the warp rooms as an MTX. Weird. They are on sale. I do need to buy those things for Path of Exile 1, too. Okay, I need to make a phone call. Alright, I need to make a phone call to see if today is fine for them. I'll be right back. Okay, I did not receive an answer on the phone call, and I left the world's most awkward message. I was like, hi, can you guys call me back? Hee. It wasn't that cringe, but it felt like it. Who knows? Maybe I won't even have to leave chat. Ooh, this could work for railing, actually. It's a little bit too tall, though, once again. Yeah, basically, I was like, yeah, so I was going to be grabbing that graphics card from your son. I know I haven't been over in a while, but, you know, I was trying to figure out a time that worked for you guys. So, yeah, just let me know if that works for you. Here's my phone number. Give me a call. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, yeah, thank you. See, the mother I'm not concerned about. Very, very nice lady. The dad's also nice. He's just a little awkward in the way that he communicates. He's very... Well, that's very nice of you. But, did you already make a plan for the time? If not, you should probably figure that out. And then you can call us back. Because that's what he did to me last time I tried to, like, make plans with them. I was like, oh, shit. Okay, my bad. This also works as a railing, if not for the colors. The colors are just icky on this. But that is kind of the closest I'm going to get to an actual railing. Damn it. I just want railing, chat. That's probably a great idea. Tim Blask, I should. Oh, I saw one that was small. Ooh. Oh, it's laid over on the side, that's why. I could make that work. If this was empty, it would actually be perfect. I might still use it with the spikies. It is the closest thing we've got to an actual railing that fits the colors. Hey, Donklin, wait a second. I said I want railing, not to be railed. Okay? I guess, you know what, to be fair. Yeah, I guess that's fair, actually. No, never mind. I do want to be the one. Actually, you know what? We're done with that conversation. I don't need you guys to accuse me of being a weird furry. More than you already do. Alright, what do you think, guys? Is it alright, for the most part? What the fuck? Does that look okay as a mock placeholder railing up there? Can I pet that cat? Pet that cat. Wake her up. Hi, Moo. Oh, are you gonna make me a pillow now? Is that your vengeance upon me? Alright, chat, I'm stuck. She's so happy. I literally can't do anything, guys. Help. Ew, look how much empty space is just not walkable up there. Like, there's so much space I should be able to walk on that side of the boat. But it doesn't let me. Oh, may I have my arm back, please? Chat, I think I'm screwed. I can't do anything, chat. I'm ruined. I'm sorry, my baby girl. Hopefully some chest rubs will pay for it. Yeah, and some behind the ear. Oh, some good scritchings. Oh, yeah. Okay, alright. I figure this is decent. And then, yeah, we were going to buy those warp pads, you said. Wait, I have to buy multiple warp runes? Can I buy multiple of the same color? I only want 2, so, like, it's not the worst, but, like... I mean, that's still absurd, but I'm going to do it because... I know. That's really predatory. That's almost dark patterny. But I'm not gonna give him too much shit for that. Maybe I should have gotten blue. Oh well. Yeah, I figured that out pretty quick. Thankfully. Cool, I think that looks alright. It lets me get up to, like, the crafting stuff up top. And then when I want to go mapping, I can just come down here. Alright, chat, I have to make one more quick call. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was... Oh, baby girl, you're so speepy. Chat, she's so eepy right now. Anyways, I made I got this hideout as part of the mystery boxes, and I was trying to decorate it to feel a bit more fitting for me. All I have left to do here is I think I want to... First off, do we have any other wells? I want one that looks like more fitting for the ship. Definitely not that. That's acceptable, I guess.
Jingle, jingle, pay attention. Dingle, dangle, dingle, dangle.
Sweet chef, what am I paying attention to? Oh, and so they didn't answer the phone. I left that voicemail, but my sister said maybe we'll just go tomorrow, because she was going to be my ride. I gotta make it look a little cluttered, like a ship in here.
Jingle, jingle, pay attention. Dingle, dangle, dingle, dangle.
What? What? What's going on? Oh, for the lad above. Did you see me requesting respect? No, I did not. Sorry. Hey, Miles. There are PoE1 Cyclone equivalent in PoE2 recently fell in love with the Cyclone Slayer duelist. Not really currently. I'm sure that they'll add Cyclone in. And oops, Jen, I really hope that you're able to beat that boss. I know he's kind of annoying. He is one of the tougher bosses in the game. I'll make it look like this is like something that they just found and hodgepodged onto the ship. Ship tank. Perfect. That's a nice looking map device. That fits in aesthetically. Yeah, we are missing out. Wait, you got soft locked, Oopsgen? That's crazy. Have you tried just respawning at checkpoint? Excuse me. Sorry guys, I'm just so locked in with making this. Oh, I need to place my order, actually. My sister, since we're not going to do that, is going to get us food. That way I don't have to pay for delivery. Wait a second. Oh, you didn't know you could do that? Yeah. I want to, like, get some ground decorations to look like this is, like, encircled. But I need them to be really small. Something I can walk over. Can I get this? No. This floor is just weird up here. It really... It would do so well with a rug. I need to close this map, is what I need to do. That's fine enough for now. He says, knowing that it's not true, chat. We are doing 3 rows of each. Just a heads up on that. That way it's visibly noticeable. And we'll have these last 3 rows be for diamonds if we start making those. Now you can just come in here and be like, I need damage. You know, and then... Or... Spear. You know?
Don't mind Theo. Pretend he ain't here.
I want the long table, but I want it with light on it. Good. Good enough. Shen, if you tell me that the campaign's complete, at this point, I think we've just accepted that the campaign clear has happened for, like, everyone. So I will take your campaign clear and add it to the number. So we have 45 completed so far, so that means we will be at 46. Thank you. Alright, we are so close to being done. Am I gonna have to go, like, die 6 times? Is that the only way I can, like, deal with this? I want to get rid of all 6 portals, but I can't just close it.
The heat of the forge made manifest.
You know, I realized, if on disengage I get Volcanic Fissure, which is the one where, like, when you land, it leaves 3 fissures on the ground, those fissures themselves can also trigger bleeds off of enemies. Dude, you know, people always complain that Path of Exile 2 maps are just too big, but after going back to Path of Exile 1, I'm like, holy crap, those maps are enormous. But you just move so fast in PoE 1, and you blast so quickly that, like, you just don't even realize how big the maps are. Oh, I got rid of my basic attack. I think it's Spear Stab 2? Nah, it's 1. Now, where's the end game guide? No, Uchen, you can't ask. Never ask a man his age, or never ask a woman her age. Never ask a man his salary. Never ask a Miles Sui where the end game guide is. He'll die. You've been to endgame before, right, Oopsgen?
I've seen it all now.
Alright, your pitiful life ends, well, now, actually. I was gonna say in 30 seconds, but it went up a lot faster than I realized it was going to, Cat. No, oops, Jen, you can't say that. No.
Bring to the word.
I'd be happy to share some snippets of it, but like I want to get the whole guide out. If you have any sections, like any League mechanics that are confusing, I'd be happy to share those with you, but I just gotta get the whole video done. Hold on, I need to check something. Alright, chat, one sec. It was... Where's that dang heckin' receipt? Chat, I'm looking for something. I might have to go out to my car, chat. I can't stop saying the words chat. It's so cringe. Okay. I gotta go out to my car. No, oops, Jen, it might not be out for a month or two. I was gonna save the end game guide for the right timing so that I could actually, make it worth it to pick up traction. Because my videos take forever to make, and I don't want to release it when everyone is not playing Path of Exile 2. So it's gonna save it for when they announce the next economy reset. You can ask any questions, and I have some sections of the guide done, so maybe I can render those out and post them for people who need them. I might have to restrict those to at least the free Patreon, but like maybe the paid. We'll see. Chat. We haven't gotten a sub in a while, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure we met the goal, or are like 8 away from meeting the goal of having my mom play Path of Exile. But I can't see because the goal thing didn't update. Alright, I'm gonna go grab that receipt. I'll be right back. You guys keep Moo company. It's okay. I'll be right back. Don't worry. You just keep sleeping. I'm back. Very sleepy baby. Hey chat, I'm returned. So, for those not in the know, the stream will continue for a bit. We just had to get that sorted. Oh, shit.
Now we're talking. Sure.
Elvin, do you mind? Moo's asleep on the desk, and he doesn't like it when you get near. You mean, like, how, in what way? Oops, Jen. Do you mean the fact that there's, like, the waystones and the maps and stuff? Eldon immediately starts knocking shit over loudly and scaring the crap out of Moo. Yep, you put a stone in it, you clear it. What does the know in the map do? Here, let me do a brief breakdown for you as best I can. So, the green nodes are ones you've already completed. You can never redo them, they're just done. The blue nodes are ones you have yet to complete, but have access to. So, like, this blue one I can click on because it's right next to my base. So I can go and grab that. Huzzah. When you go into a map, it will create 6 portals with a normal waystone. For each modifier, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will reduce one of the portals. So if I put this 6 mod in, which I'm going to do, we'll go to Grimhaven, we'll put this in. The waystone tier, right here, dictates the level of the area. So since this is a tier 1 waystone, the area level will be level 65, I believe. Yeah, it says monster level 65. When you go there, so I'm going to hit traverse, I only had 1 revive, so I only get 1 portal for my entire time going in. So if I die, I lose that portal and I lose the area. So, we'll go in, we'll ignore that. While you're in the maps, there is additional map content here on the right side. The map content will tell you, hey, you have a breach encounter, a mirror of delirium right here, and a Kalgurin expedition. So these are... Yeah, I don't love the one portal BS, but also Path of Exile 2 is not nearly as bad as PoE 1 about how fast you just instantaneously evaporate. So I feel like, especially once you get Doriani and you get the second portal, it becomes really easy to not fail a map. Yep, and so the maps have a bunch of content in them. So we have monsters, rare monsters, they have unstable breaches, we have the expedition, and we have delirium. Everything here in the map content, this is secondary optional content. You don't have to do any of these. You can ignore all the rares, you can ignore the breaches. This is all stuff that's just, you get more loot for doing it. So, when you go around and you kill shit, it's just like normal, you know, just the campaign. You kill shit, you get money, you get items, loot drops, etc. While you're going through this area and killing things, there is a chance that you will get further waystones dropped from the enemies. Hopefully one happens here soon, but I probably won't. When you complete the main map objective, defeating Saphira, right, for me, you will get a guaranteed waystone drop every time, or it's supposed to. Hey, look at that, a waystone. So, now that we have a new waystone, if we failed this map, we could just rerun the map, because we have a waystone. Yep, The Waystone is the difficulty. So you'll notice on this blank Tier 1 Waystone, it has no modifiers, and it says we get 5 revives. If we were to transmute it, we still have 5 revives, which is nice, but then we get, the monsters have more effectiveness, which makes them give more XP, but become tankier. And the Waystone drop chance goes up, so we got more loot. However, the modifiers that you get make it harder. So monsters have resistance to stun buildup. Or no, they increase their stun buildup. If I had an augmentation orb, I could add another modifier to that. Hey, look at that, augmentation orb. That's lucky. So now we can put down there, we lose a revive. 4 revives. Monsters have, players have less recovery rate of life and energy shield. We got that, but now we got item rarity. So you got bonus positive modifiers for every negative modifier you add. But the more negatives that you add, the less revives you get. So the amount that you juice it depends on how confident you are. If you consistently die 1 or 2 times every map, you probably don't want to do anything better than like 3 or 4 mods so that you don't waste all your revives. Yep, once you're done with a node, you don't go back to it, you just complete the map. The whole point of the Atlas, as you can kind of see, is it is functionally infinite. It just keeps going, right? So, as you expand outwards, you find more and more areas. You'll find these towers as well, and whenever you do these towers, they'll reveal a huge area on the map. Like this whole circle got revealed by this precursor tower. So that lets you kind of scout around for maps that you want. And then on top of maps, you'll find these modifiers. And these will be like, hey, this map has a special effect going on in it. This map, has corruption. This map has a powerful map boss. These maps are cities, so they always have Vol beacons. I need to remember to mention cities and stuff. That's not too important, but certain maps will have certain, like, guaranteed things. Like these maps right here that have the little, like, glowy bit, they always contain breaches, because they're, like, a breach area. These big sections here are called Coalesce Corruption. Once you go there and cleanse the corruption, you get a bunch of bonuses and stuff. So, yeah, each node is just you completing a new level, a new stage, a new map, getting more loot, getting higher tier waystones, hopefully, and getting to then go to harder maps, which give more loot and better gear. And sure, you could do that infinitely, but there's also, like, a bunch of quest objectives. So, you want to go to Hilda's campsite and unlock her to, like, amp up your bosses. You come over here, you do the quest line to do the Delirium stuff, and, like, fight the endgame Delirium boss. This whole fortress unlocks the Atlas passive tree. The second you do your first node in the fortress, you get the second passive tree. It looks really scary, but all this does is that every time you complete a map, you get 1 point. You can put those points into these nodes, and all these do is they increase the chance or the reward that you get from doing various encounters. So this makes it so there's more essences. This one would make it so there's more summoning circles. If you like facing rogue exiles, you can go over here and make it so they have more rare drops. You fight more rare exiles, etc. Strong boxes are another good one right here. I'm going to actually go get those strong boxes right now. Yeah, and so this whole skill tree is scary, but all it does is it gets you more loot in your maps. Yeah, right? You can't make it so you fight less, but just don't ever get the nodes that make you fight more of them. I made that mistake, and the Atlas passive tree, you can't unspec from. So I have to deal with rogue exiles now, and it's my fault. There is one more element to, like, mapping and stuff, which I'll have to show you once I leave this. Actually, can I show it right now? No, I have to leave the map to show it. So let me finish this map, and then I'll show you the last part. Which are just a system known as tablets, which you've probably seen A lot of YouTubers and streamers bring them up. Also, my game is lagging pretty bad. I'm gonna close at least Chrome. Hopefully that will help. Oh, that actually helped a lot. Oh my god. Yeah, in Path of Exile 1, you can decrease the odds that you have stuff, but in PoE 2, they made it so it's all upsides only. But that's, like, kind of a bad thing, because I hate Rogue Exiles too. I don't want to fight them. Now, this is some more extra detail, oops, so it's okay if it's a bit overwhelming. Within the Atlas passive tree, right, there's all of these nodes, which just generally affect any map you're in, but there's a bunch of these mini skill trees, and these have to do with independent league mechanics. So, say you like Abyss, and you've done a bunch of Abyss, when you go and do the Abyss quest line, you'll earn these Abyss skill points, and they'll let you make it so your Abysses are better. You know, Abyss has an extra pit. Your Abysses contain more pits. When you clear an Abyss, you can overrun other maps with the Abyss. You know, over here it's like, hey, Abyss pits are scattered instead of being close. Abysses have 20% chance to have extra Abysses. And so basically you get these skill points and can unlock bonus rewards for mechanics that you like. So you can be like, oh, I really like doing Breach. So you come over here and you're like, all right, this gives me more womb gifts. This one gives me more womb gifts. This one gives me more hive blood. You know, killing this guy gives me his head. My favorite mechanic is actually Temple, which I know is a lot of people's least favorite. My only issue I have with Temple is actually building the temple, or specifically, I don't mind building the temple. My issue with Temple is having to go run like 2 to 6 maps to just get one temple run. Like, I don't want to have to do that. I want to just go run my temple. But I have to spend a bunch of time building it up by mapping. And that's kind of a pain. My issue with the Rogue Exiles is A, you can't track them because they don't have a bar above their head. So they can just get lost in the field of enemies. And B, they, what is it? They dodge roll a lot? And while they're dodge rolling, you know, they can't be hurt. So you're stuck with the situation where you can't see them. They dodge roll half the time, so you can't hurt them half the time. They're fairly tanky because of the fact that, like, they're meant to be challenges. And then when you get them low on health, they have 3 to 5 life flasks that they can use to just instantly refill their entire health bar. And it's like, oh, come on, dude. I like Ritual. Ritual's good. Yeah, Ritual and all the other ones, it's like, you at least get to do the mechanic during your map. Abyss, or not Abyss, Temple is, you don't get to do it for multiple maps, and then you only get to do, like, one experience of it that can only, you know, sometimes only last, like, 2 minutes after you spent, like, half an hour farming for it. And it's like, come on, let me just go do my mechanic that I want to do, because I like playing this mechanic. Oh, shit. That could be a div. That could be multiple divs, who knows? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm really glad that they made it so that ritual is how you get uniques now. That's like such a cool mechanic that you can actually like target farm specific uniques, or try to, through the active ritual. Do do do. Num 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 num. What do we have here? 3 div. Oh my god. Hey, you know what? It's 1/293rd of our goal. That's what matters. Don't think of it in any other way. We're working towards our future. A brighter tomorrow.
This ought to stir things.
Now we're going to turn off the loot until we're done with this one.
Bloody boat.
Oh, we're already done with it. Holy shit. Sure, alright. That was so fast. I didn't expect it to be so quick. Nice, Anna. You're already almost to the Arbiter. Oh yes, it does matter. Please let us know when you do kill stuff and post it with screenshots if you can. I think we're still aiming to get 20 people or 25 kills on the Arbiter of Divinity. And like, think specifically for our Arbiter of Divinity goal, we want separate people to have gotten the kills. I think it's 20 people to get Arbiter of Divinity. Okay, to be fair, we are not really on... I think you're right. We're not counting people on Divinity or, what's it called? Ash? I guess we're trying to get 10 of every Pinnacle boss, though. But, you know, those ones are just like, you know, they happen automatically anyway, so I wasn't really thinking about them. Oh, I haven't fought the boss yet. I was like, why am I still in this map again? Oops, are you still around, by the way? Thank you, Anna. I'll show you one more thing here in a sec. Oops. Ah, crap. Oh, that was just instant. She just evaporated. I guess this is a tier 1 waystone. Alright, I was going to show you one more thing, Oops Gen, which is, once you've completed your first tower, which you should be doing just because it's like telling you to, here, we're going to see what happens if... I need to die real fast in this map, chat. Pretty sure we already have one of these, but what if I... Yeah, I just have to go let someone kill me. Hey, you. Thank you. Hurry it up, bitch. Nice. Oh shit, my sister is here with my food? Okay. Let me quickly show you this, and I need to get my food for my sister. Wait a second. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, okay. When you choose a map, you'll notice that there are 3 slots underneath this, right? And it says, hey, these 3 slots, like, are locked until you have at least magic, rare, or all 6 modifiers on your waystone. These slots are known as tablets. We'll come over to the fragmented flop. Under fragmented flop, you can grab a tablet out. So you come over and you're like, okay, cool. I want a ritual tablet. So what this does, actually, I want an Abyss tablet, unironically. Where is Abyss tablet? So what this does is you grab out in the Abyss tablet, and then you go back down, and you go, alright, cool. I'm going to come over here. I want to do the arid plains. You put this in, and it guarantees that your map spawns an Abyss, and then it gives you bonus modifiers that are usually almost always positive for that map. It's not going to make your maps, like, harder, usually. It's just going to give you more loot. You know, increased pack size, increased rarity. Abysses spawn more monsters, maybe harder. Additional rare monsters are spawned from Abyss, also harder, but more loot. So eventually you get 3 tablets going with good modifiers on the mechanics you like, and then you can just do a bunch of the same mechanic. I need to go get my food for my sister. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Calden's already eyeballing my food. I haven't even taken it out of the bag yet. But they are not infinite uses. They each get 10 uses by default. And tablets can drop whenever you're doing any league mechanic. If you do an Abyss, you'll have a chance of getting an Abyss tablet. If you're doing a ritual, you have a chance of getting a ritual tablet, so on. And yes, you can do 10 maps with 1 tablet and then it goes away. But you'll get, usually every 3 or 4 maps, you'll get another tablet. So the actual difficulty with tablets is getting ones with really good modifiers consistently. Whoa. Floppy got so big there. Hi, my melty girl. Chat, she is melting. Mm-mm. I did not. Yeah, that's solid. The lack of physical damage does make it have a bit of a negative, but besides that, it's really good. I would say, before you vol it, Donklin, consider using an omen of Sinestral Necromancy and trying to go for fizz damage on a prefix. But then you're risking losing one of your high damage base types. You just have to remember, like, when you fire, let's say your grenade, and if your grenade says it deals 100% more fire damage or something, right? That is not going to affect the cold or the lightning on this attack. You'll still get some damage, but won't be quite as significant. However, if you let physical damage instead, that physical would get converted into fire first and then increased. So that's why it wouldn't be bad to try and roll one of these, specifically the cold or lightning damage. But then there's a chance you lose the fire, which is your best roll. So you would be risking losing that. Maybe hold on to it for now. Just don't vol it. Is it, though? I can't really check that right here. It depends on how you're scaling your nades. So, for example, if you're using elemental armament, then they'll scale fine. But if you're doing, like, ignite damage or flammability, or if you are doing anything of that kind, then it won't scale nearly as well. Yeah, LA Armament Chew. Let me look. Oh wait, I don't have it open anymore. One sec. Alright, chat. I'm just eating. I am very hungry. So let's assume I'm assuming your main damaging grenades are cluster and explosive. Cluster has fire attunement, so you're really screwed there. Because fire attunement gives you more fire damage, but it gives you 50% less of cold and lightning. So that does negatively affect you a little bit. I say screwed. It's not screwed, but yeah, fire attunement. Okay, yeah, fire attunement would heck you a little bit. You're not using rapid shot? Yeah, I guess there's no reason that you can't run the elemental mods on it. Like, they're not bad. It makes it harder for you to spec into specific things like oil grenade with searing flame and ignite chew. That's not going to get as much damage, but it's not that bad. Yeah, I think for the most part you'll be fine. I might be overthinking this. This is a situation where you would literally need to go into Path of Building to test the damage differences. So I can't say for sure without like going and checking the numerical value differences. But this is the exact situation that path of building is, like, meant for. Oh my god, guys. Chicken sandwich? I'm so excited. I'm genuinely, like, so thrilled. Wizard, anywhere between 1 to 2 hours, probably. I might get off soon, since we've been at it for 6 hours, but... I feel like I didn't do a lot today, so I feel bad. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I also kind of just want to get to Horror Ascension. It's like a thing, I always ascend solo. It's kind of like whenever I play a Souls game, I always fucking... I never co-op for my first run through. It's a similar vibe. Whenever I do something that, like, I feel is some sort of, like, challenge, I like to make sure that I'm doing it alone so that I can prove to myself that my current build or setup or whatever is capable of doing it. That looks okay. I don't know. I felt like I needed something around the rubble, but I'm not sure if I like all these, like, pots. Yeah, Kulamark is a pinnacle boss. Did you kill Kulamark? Thank you. Oh, hell yeah. have been too convenient. Excuse me. Sorry, Moo. Maybe actually this will be what we use. Yeah, I like that a lot more. I just got rid of something. I don't remember what it was, chat. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was this. No, it's definitely this, actually. Okay, cool. Then we just surround this in the rubble. You know what? I think that looks good enough. I think our map device is finally in a solid, like, aesthetic. Nice, nice, nice. What do you think, guys? You can tell me it's garbage. I don't care. I know I just spent a bunch of time on it, but if it's bad, it's bad, you know? That looks alright. I want it to look like something, like there's some thought behind, like, why it exists here and whatnot. Yeah, I also got, well, hey, but you know what else I got? I got the Bloodborne armor. So it was all worth it. What? Where can this go? Oh yeah, I totally am intending to it. I mean, this is almost sort of a Bloodborne-esque outfit, but, yeah, let's quickly go back for a sec. Alright. Yeah, like, I got the armor. You could totally do some cool stuff with this. Oh no, Danklin. That's too much. Oh, sorry, I stopped petting you? That cat's cute. Thankfully, most of the cosmetics from that cosmetic set are ones I genuinely like. Me? Or Donklin? Oh yeah, that's cool. Um, Here, one sec. I'm about to be very wasteful. Wait, no, actually, I don't need to. Let's see. I think I need to go to Act 4? Yeah, Act 4.
Well met. Here's the gear I've got. No interest?
Big news,
Yes, there are.
Welcome to the Fall. I've forged a few fineries.
What? He doesn't have any? Oh my god.
This were well made.
Perhaps I will. Welcome.
Nice, Sketchers. What'd you end up going for? Oh, you mean like aesthetic vibe. Okay. Alright, where's the little gremlin? The little angry man. I need just a flat evasion helmet. There it is.
Till next time.
Yeah, no. So if we put this helmet on, hey, that's a good base actually. Tier 5. And then we were to remove. Let's put on the Bloodborne outfit. What was that new outfit called that I even got? There it is, Scarlet Watchman. And then we put this, we take off our helmet appearance. That's Bloodborne. Right there, that's Bloodborne. It helps that I literally am holding a spear that's covered in blood. Okay, I do hope that they add one-handed crossbows into the game. I do genuinely think one-handed crossbows would be sick.
Best think twice before doing that here.
Now, where is it? I just like this armor set currently for this character, but that other one is sick too. I don't remember Chester, but I've played Dark Souls 1, if that's what you're saying. Thank God I finally have a hideout I like. Oh, I'll be real, I never did play the Abyss Walker DLC. Bro, that game that I was complaining about earlier, guys, the one that is, like, also a little bit, predatory, you know, and the microtransactions and stuff, they have a fucking skin set, and it's just straight up, like, fucking the Abyss Walker guy. It's Artorias? Is that his name?
I need more time.
Artorias the Abyss Walker? Like, straight up, it's just one-to-one him. And it irks me, because I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, chat. I'm always gross. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I feel like they wouldn't let the rocks be on the... Nah, it's fine, it's fine. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah. It's just like... Mistfall, Hunter... Skins. Let me show you guys this. It's hilarious. Mobalytics. Like, tell me right now that this is not just fucking Artorias. Like, that's obviously just supposed to be an Artorias knockoff. Yeah, dude, the game is also so unbelievably obviously like a one-to-one copy of like Elden Ring. The presentation, the cutscenes, the graphic style a little bit, the fucking art direction, it's so Elden Ring. They fucking even the character customization felt like I was playing Elden Ring. It was weird. Even the way that they render their light. Like, you know how in Elden Ring, if you have your hair brown, but then you walk somewhere where, like, there's too much sunlight, it turns it, like, pink? Same shit happens. I don't know why. Hey, get away. Yeah, so this game, it sucks because it's like, the game itself feels pretty decent. Mistfall Hunter, right? Like, the gameplay is clean. The graphic style, pretty solid. The fundamentals and the quality of life over other extraction games, very, very good. But the fucking... everything about the game feels like it is just copying other games and just taking little bits and pieces from like 20 other games and like smashing them together and doing nothing new or original with it. I still might stream it. But like this is the kind of game where I think I'm going to put like 200 hours into it and leave a negative review and then put another 100 or 200 hours in. Because it feels like the kind of game where I can't recommend it to people because it feels too slimy that I genuinely feel like it's bad to recommend. But also that I enjoy the game enough where I want to, like, keep playing it. Yeah, it's just Elden Ring, but with the combat from New World, but, like, slightly better. Anyways. Now that game, graphically, has nothing on my goat. Check it out. Look at the high-end graphics of placeholder mummy models and the core baked-in lighting system. Look at these characters that are very obviously put onto a template texture. Dude, I do actually fucking love Dark and Darker. I love Dark and Darker. I straight up was so desperate for people to play with the other day, I almost went into our Discord and was like, hey, does anyone want to play Dark and Darker? Because it's such a good time. But none of my friends like Dark and Darker. No one I know is into the game. Hey, hell yeah, Donklin, that's good. Danklin, do you want to give me your username? Path of Building can be weird. But as the cross. Path of Building can be weird when it comes to uploading DPS and configuring it. Is it okay if I load your character? Keldon, what are you doing? Yeah? Go this way. That way the camera can see you. Chat wants to know that you exist still. Oh, wait, shit. Look at that cat. That's a whole lot of cat, chat. Do you want to lay on Dad? It's over for him. Die. Perish. You know what? I would do a path building guide on Patreon. Ow, ow. If you go near those bags. You have to get sprayed, guys. Okay. Well, that's PoE Ninja. Import code. Back. New. Import. Fuck. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so explosive grenades. Let's go to configuration, because this is like where this comes up. Skills. How many explosive grenades are you firing, by the way? Like, do you have multiple projectiles on? You're lacking multiple projectile support. So, hi, Kaladin. He's body blocking me, chat. I can't see the screen. Well, yeah, you have a crossbow, you have a bombardier crossbow, and then is this the one that I don't see any source of you firing an extra grenade. Where's that coming from? It shows that you're only firing 2. Oh wait, grenades fire an additional projectile right there. Okay, never mind. You fire 3. That's good. That's good then. So skills, explosive grenade. I can't remember. Do we need to put the count up here? I don't think so. Yeah, that only applies to the max grenade. Well, I think you do put the count up here. Yeah, shotgunning of projectiles. So you're going to have 3 grenades overlapping. So that's your full DPS down here. Previously, you had DPS of 88,000. Now it's going up to... Oops. If you get all 3 to overlap, it's 236,000. Kaladin, fucking stop it. And then let's go to items. This looks like the one you sent me. This is the one you sent me. Now, the main thing is that you just weren't accounting for the shotgunning, maybe. And then configuration. You want to make sure that you're checking on the things in here that you're using. So like, I don't think you don't use power charges. You don't use frenzy charges. You do apply enemy stats. So here, oil grenade. I think we have to come over to skills. Oil grenade. Include in full DPS. No, we don't include that in the full DPS. There's some way we turn on... What's it called? Exposure. The enemy is exposed to fire. Huh. I wonder if we come back to skills and we go oil grenade and we disable it. Okay, never mind. This is being accounted for currently within this. That's nice. I didn't know it would automatically account for it. Cluster feels too low. Cluster grenade. Oh, you have a cluster included in the full DPS? That's because your okay, so this comes to the shotgunning, okay? So you are firing 3 cluster grenades per shot. And then those cluster grenades are overlapping. You should do their DPS separately, by the way. So cluster grenade here. Primary grenade, this is the damage your primary grenade deals, which is not a lot. Let's in fact go over to your explosive grenade. We're going to remove that in full DPS. So it's just the cluster grenade right now. 3 are overlapping. And then we include this in full DPS. So when 3 overlap, 22k. And that's just from the primary grenade. In fact, we don't even need to include that. And then the mini grenades all deal this much damage, average DPS to do. The issue is the amount of them that overlap will be inconsistent. Against really big enemies, you're going to have like 20 of them overlap. But against small enemies, only 1 or 2 cluster grenades will hit each enemy. So, cluster grenade is one of those ones that's incredibly hard to actually get an idea on the detonation like window and the DPS total. Because it's saying for each mini grenade you fire, it deals 16,000 damage. And if we come over a cluster grenade, when it explodes, the mini grenades go off and they fire 18 additional projectiles as well. And those projectiles then have their own explosion radius. So it's really hard to figure out how much effective DPS cluster grenade is going to have. I'm sure someone on the internet can tell you for that. Explosive grenade, though, is pretty straightforward. You can just say, hey, I have explosive grenade. I'm firing 3 of them. Right, I think it's already accounting for the 3 right here.
Put out
So you're dealing about
mycelium.
168,000
New
damage
roots.
per fire, or per shot. Also, welcome to PHFD. Puffed. Sorry. Just, I like saying that. But yeah, cluster grenade is gonna be the amount of damage it can deal is entirely dependent on how many of the projectiles or of the mini grenades overlap. So again, let's go to the cluster grenade. Let's look at the mini grenades. If we go cluster grenade here, you fire 3 of these explosions. These explosions each deal however many. Yeah, I can't calculate per projectile from this. And I don't think it shows here. It might under calcs, actually. Calcs, this is the scary screen that I hate so much. But we can go in here, we can go cluster grenades, we can say the primary grenade, effective DPS, and it says here's the skill's hit damage. And it is saying the average damage per fire will be 28,000. The skill DPS is about 7,300 per projectile. The minimum hit damage is going to be this much. God, this is... I do really hate path building. I'm trying to remember if it says... Like, for example, if we come over here to the skills, or the tree, and we uncheck fires an additional grenade, will that affect it? It is not showing it affecting it. How about for the primary grenade? Look at duck, man. Okay. Is there overlapping projectiles? Number of different grenades, distance to enemy. Dude, this is so impossible to parse. I've used this like hundreds of times and I still don't know how to like calculate everything properly. You do want to set this to 3 then, I think. But it's not showing because this is the explosion damage per projectile. of cluster grenade. But it's not showing it as if you were firing multiple that were overlapping. Because for some reason, it can't account for that. Let's go back into skills. Let's include in full DPS. No, it's not including full DPS. I forgot how to do this. Alright, chat, we're Googling. Pochu. Path of building Pochu. Calculate overlapping AOE. Let's use the AI. Also, I'm going to close out Path of Exile, by the way. Just so that my PC runs a bit better. It said within configuration I might need to. Let's go to Explosive Grenade. Alright, cool. Cat just pooped and it smells very bad. Okay, so that's in the count. We'll come over to calc. Short for calculator, chat. Let's see. Smoky. Okay, I don't want to do the calculations myself, dude. I'm gonna get you. Oh my god, Kaladin. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to calculate the cluster grenade because the idea of calculating the overlapping projectiles is genuinely unhinged. So, for example, though, cluster grenade, let's go over to it. We know the primary grenade does, on average, 28,000 per projectile. We then know that the mini grenades deal about 16,000 per projectile. If we go back to the skills and we check the cluster grenade description, it fires... It says it fires 18 projectiles, but I don't know if that's the mini grenades. I think that's the mini grenades. But I thought it fires the big one, that pops into smaller ones, and then those pop into the projectiles. I thought. I might be wrong. It looks like it's 18. So if you got a perfect overlap, let's assume that this is how this works. If you got a perfect overlap, let's take that 28,000 from before, times it by 3, so 84, so we'll just remember 84, and 16 times 18 times 3 plus 84. So in one cast of your ability... Wait, how did I do times 3? Oh, I didn't mean to... What? What did I do? Okay, hold up. 16 times 18 times 3 plus 84. So you'd be dealing nearly 1,000,000 damage from one cluster grenade if you can overlap all of them onto a single target. Now, the odds of that happening are very low. And this does not account for the fact that those grenades can then ignite, and those ignites can then cause more damage. The issue is that the area that they spread out is much larger. I would assume you wouldn't even get half of that on average per cluster grenade. So assume that you're only getting about 400 to 500,000 damage at most per cluster grenade, unless you get like an enemy in a corner or something. However, if they're in a corner, you'll be nuking their entire face off. And then explosive grenade is pretty straightforward, actually. Explosive grenade is really simple. It does, on average, one grenade of explosive grenade does 168,000 times 3. You get about 500,000 damage every time you fire a cluster or an explosive grenade with your current setup. Assuming all conditions are ideal and not accounting for the enemy's damage resistances. So if they have fire res, like 50%, you're only going to deal 250,000. Which is why you're going to want to be stripping and stuff, you know. Can I see your old expo? I don't believe so. You could probably link it to me. Oh, is it Horrorcore? Which of these was it? The Charthan Cannon, or is it Horrorcore? The cannon. Okay, let's give it a gander. Okay, so the cannon. Okay, yeah, no, this was never going to compete. It only has 68% increased physical damage. That is way too low of a modifier for it to compete. But it's not terrible. Yeah, no, but it's 127k. So you did get about a 40%, 30 to 40% bump, I think. It's like 127 divided by, it was like 168 or something, right? So it's 75%. So yeah, you got about a 30% bump to your damage output. Which is solid. And now you can use crossbow skills again if you so desire. Which does mean that you could use Rapid Shot, which does give you 50% more damage. I'm a big advocate for Rapid Shot, but it is awkward to be alternating. Use your secondary for explosive shot, right? Is it just because it has extra reload speed and fires... No, just extra reload speed? And I'm assuming fire rate? Wait, your old crossbow is worse. I guess it has one extra level of projectile skills, but their reload time is almost identical. And your new one has way faster fire rate. And more damage per projectile. By a lot. So if you go over to like explosive shot, you can see 15k to 23k. That's more than a 50% increase. Yeah. Kaladin, don't bite me. He's so baby. Chat, he loves to be squished. I don't know why. He's currently behind me in my chair. He loves to like what he does is he'll get on the back of my chair, right? And then from the back of my chair, he'll like let himself slowly sag and fall into my shoulders and then like drop down behind my back. And then he just lays there behind my back, sometimes upside down, and just like falls asleep. I mean, Tanklin, that sounds like you have it then, right? You have armor break, and armor break applies to fire. It does. You can't make it apply to fire resistance. That's not a thing. But Molten One's Gift will make it so your armor break causes the enemy to take 20% more damage from your fire. So that's just good. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You just go configuration. Is the enemy's armor broken? Here, we'll just say break. What the? Enemy. Oh, you don't have any armor break in your kit, huh? Is enemy armor broken? Let's go back to explosive grenade. Huzzah. Enemy armor is broken. Flash grenade does. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it seems like you broke their armor, and so you're good. Flash grenade, Uruk smelting. Hey, I've got bad news for you. Your flash grenade doesn't break armor. You need to actually have it break armor within the item itself. This doesn't make it break armor. This says that when it does break armor, it breaks 70% more of it. Unless... Are you doing the strat of pin plus... Okay, yep, okay, thought so. When you pin an enemy, it breaks 50% of their armor, and then because it breaks 50%, the more / increase guarantees it's 100% each time you stun. Stop biting me. Bonk. I'll bonk you, son. This is my chair. You were comfy. I was talking. Do not bite me again, or you will suffer the consequences, okay? He's a brat. He is a brat. He's a little shit. You went for it again! Nuh-uh. No, sir. No, Sir Bob. Don't do it. I will spray you with the water bottle. You hate being sprayed with the water bottle. He got sprayed, chat. He did crave violence. I have actually had to get out of the chair before to, like, because I didn't want to, like, antagonize him. Just because he's such a little shit sometimes. Oh, yeah, CJ, what's up? Sorry, I missed that you sent a message and asked if you said you had a quick question. Spania. Ba-da-bee-ba-ba-ba. What's the deal with runic armor? Do you mean runic ward, the stat, or do you mean armor that is specifically called runic armor? Runic ward should always be doing what it's supposed to. Do you mean like you drop to 0 health and then you die instantly even though you have runic ward, CJ? Okay, CJ, what kind of build are you running? Are you running Berserk within your build or any kind of life cost on your skills? Or a mana flask that when you pop the mana flask, it consumes life? Okay, because specifically, CJ, Runic Ward says that it will prevent any incoming damage, but it does not prevent damage that you cause to yourself. So anything that says, like, lose 1% of your life when you cast a spell or when you kill an enemies. Yeah, Utrids might be killing you. Yeah, so check your supports, check your skill gems. Make sure none of them have any kind of life or health costs. Utrids, let me remember what Utrids even does. Which Utrids are you talking about? Because Uhtred's Flask. Okay, yeah. If your Flask has any means where it's like you take a bit of damage over time. I was like, what? Uhtred's? Okay. I mean, again, it's possible you have some kind of, like, life drain, some kind of damage over time, something that is hurting you in a way that is self-inflicted, and it could be through a support, it could be through a spirit gem, anything like that. If you hit 0 life and you have runic ward, and like let's say you have 1,000 runic ward, but you have like 1 life, and then you have a thing that says, hey, you lose 10 life whenever you kill an enemy or something, you'll just die immediately. Yeah, if you can post your POB later, I can check that, or if you can post screenshots of your supports and active like equipment into the Discord, that could also work. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh. Damn it, guys. I missed out on the Dark and Darker campfire skin. I should have been watching Twitch drops. I can earn you guys Dark and Darker Twitch drops for everyone that wants to watch that. Yeah, no. I mean, Runic Ward is almost never worth buying on an energy shield build because of the fact that, like, the amount of energy shield you lose ends up never being... It's always more than the amount that you gain from the Runic Ward. So it's only worth it if the Runic Ward is doing something for your spells or your kit. Unless you're doing Sanctum stuff. Yeah, but they're probably going to fix that. I mean, yeah, Danklin. You could just, I was gonna say, you could just have it on, like, your boots only. Like, it doesn't really matter. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, don't worry, CJ. It happened to me too. It's why I know about it is I was making my warrior build, and he only had like 600 life, but like 1,000 runic ward. And I just kept dying when my life hit 0, and I had no idea why. Because I had so much ward that should have been protecting me, and it just did not. I'm still upset about that build, guys. I don't know why it does 0 damage. I probably just need to lose all of the thorns damage that I have on the build right now, and just fully invest it back into like melee damage and shit. Oh yeah, sounds good. Well, good luck. We'll be here if you need help. Again, feel free to post it in the Discord. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Alright, my roommate needs a pickup here in about 30 minutes from his job. And my car can go a very short distance, so I'm going to go do that after I take a shower. And so what that means is I've got to end stream so I can avoid being stinky. Look, I know foxes don't meow, but like okay, my partner used to say meow 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 to me all the time, and now it's a habit where I just say meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Ah. Yeah, I'll try to get some actual sleep tonight. Tomorrow we will be on with stream again. We'll try and actually do some more stuff for the solo self-found, the guild self-found. Because, okay, yeah, I most of my streams are spent talking to you guys and working through things. Like, I think I did maybe 5 maps all stream today. We were doing a lot of other things today. So, once we are clear from that... Oh no, I just realized... If anyone's in the YouTube chat, I've been ignoring you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, it was one person, but it's more tragic because he said, "Hi, I'm new here, and I just started playing Path of Exile 2. No, I'm so sorry. Look, okay, this one was because I had to end the stream because I doxed myself, okay? Whoa. I was trying to buy an item for Path of Exile on Steam, to buy a currency bundle, and it just leaked all of my personal information on stream. I deleted it, the VOD and everything, but like we had to restart the stream immediately. Rookie mistake for real. Okay. Chat, it's time. I must shower and not be icky. I hope you guys had a good stream. I hope everyone thought it was fun watching me dox myself. I am going to check to see if it updated how many people we had for like my mom or playing Path of Exile. I think we might have gotten it today. It was a floppy Friday. You're right. I think we're 8 subscribers off of making my mom play Path of Exile. But she doesn't know that we had a time limit. So, we'll be good, I think, chat. Hacking my binaries. Yeah, no problem. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll get the remaining 8 subs, and then we can have my mom play Path of Exile. Woo! After she's not, in recovery from surgery. You know? What does this mean? What? I'm so confused, chat. This popped up like a week or 2 ago, and I didn't do anything to my OBS. It just started happening. Oh well. Who knows? Anyways, thanks everyone for coming today. I will go take that shower. I will. Yeah. Don't make me feel bad. All right, I'll see everyone. What? The fucking the tracker for the subs went down to 619 or 719. It was at 720 earlier. So it definitely is not tracking right. Hold up. I gotta check. What the fuck? It's going down, chat. We're losing subs. Oh, God. That's so weird. Anyways, alright. I'll go figure that out, and I'll see how many subs we're actually at. But in the meantime, I hope everyone has a good night, and stay safe out there. I'll see you next time, exiles. Ba-ba-ba. I think we need 8 or 9, Denoy. I think that's what we're lacking right now. Is somewhere around 8. I'm pretty sure because we were at 7 19, and then Pot Pie gave us 20 subs, so that would put us at 739. And then Anna resubbed, and then Jet resubbed, and then one other person upgraded their sub for another month. So we should only need 8 because we were at 719 and then we got 23. Yes. So I'm just gonna update that on the online tracker. I'm gonna put that as our new minimum, and we'll try and get 8 subs tomorrow. That I think will be the goal. We'll give it until the end of tomorrow, and then we'll call it good. Hi, Mel. Sorry, guys. I get really excited when my cat walks up. She's such a princess. All right. I hope everyone has a good night. And I will be on stream tomorrow, same time as usual, probably a few hours or a few minutes late, because I'm always a few minutes late because I'm terrible at scheduling and getting my ass out of bed. So I apologize. But I will talk to you guys then. Goodbye. Woo! Goodbye, YouTube chat. There was 13 people in YouTube chat. Not one of them said goodbye. Makes me sad. All right. Anyways, have a good night, guys. Bye.